Hello and welcome to my truck. My name is Roy. I'm a home cook and amateur baker, and I'm here on this channel typically sharing recipes that have helped me to lose over 125 pounds, whether those recipes are mine or someone else's. Now today I am obviously in the truck and I really don't know what to talk about. I've been questioning what I should discuss, and the only thing that comes to mind is my weight. I did my weigh-in Friday morning. It is actually Monday. I just have not been out of the house all weekend. Yesterday was very rainy, and even today I really had to drag myself out of the house because we did need some things for breakfast, and then I need a couple of things for the next video that I plan on doing, which is going to be my banana split upside down cake. Although I know I've been doing a lot of desserts recently, I don't know what is going on with my voice today, and I really need to do another savory dish, but I just love playing around with desserts, so I've been coming up with more of those. I also have my marble cake that I need to do, but I will try to do another savory dish, even if it's someone else's, for the video after next. But this one I have been planning for a while, so I need some bananas. I'm pretty sure I can't get any ripe ones, at least not at this late stage, but I do plan on showing you how to make your bananas ripe enough to use in baking in that video. So there's a little snippet of what you'll be seeing on Friday. But getting back to my weight, after the last truck talk, I must have taken all of that we discussed to heart, because I was very good, tracked all my food, ate just what I needed to eat, didn't go over my bites, and I was down 3.6. So the 3.2 that I had gained last week, I got rid of that, plus another 0.4. So hopefully I'm back on track. This weekend I was good for the most part. I did have a little splurging at nighttime, which is often when I splurge, but I'm hoping that the goodness of the day will make up for those little slights, and hopefully I can be on track the rest of the week. Now last week I was only really good on Monday through Thursday. As I said, I weighed in Friday morning. I only had 4 days being good and I still lost. So if I'd been good the whole time, might have been a different story. Anyway, I am at the store, so I'm gonna stop here and I will be back once I'm done with my shopping. All right, so I'm leaving the store. I did think of something to talk about when I was in the store, but can I remember it now? No. So I don't know what to talk about, but every time I do go to the store, it always makes me think of how they are almost sabotaging us on weight loss journeys, because all of the healthy stuff is very expensive. And even like the supposedly unhealthy stuff, like the artificial sweeteners, I mean, they're like anywhere from $8 to $10 for maybe half of what you would get from a bag of sugar. So it's kind of discouraging that it's all a big money thing to everybody. And I don't know if this is going to make it in, because I'm just sounding like I'm ranting, and I think I'm just in a punky mood today, and I don't know, just feeling a little off. Speaking of feeling a little off, I was on the allergy meds. I seemed to be improving, and then I stopped the allergy meds because I wasn't really feeling much dizziness except once in a while. And then the dizziness came back, so I went back to the allergy meds. But I feel okay today, and I didn't take an allergy med. But I almost didn't leave the house today because we were under an air quality alert because of fine particulates in the air, apparently from the Canadian fires, which I didn't realize were still going on. But anyway, I did leave the house. I did do some shopping, not very much, and I was a little annoyed at the checkout because, granted, I'm going at night when things seem a little more lax in the store, but, they bagged half of my stuff, didn't put it in the carriage for me, and I don't know. I just felt like complaining today, I guess. But I am just getting home. I'll show you my groceries, even though there aren't many. But honestly, I'm not sure if I'll even post this or not, because it doesn't feel like I've said anything. So if any of you have anything you want me to talk about, or discuss some topic, some part of my history, whatever it is, let me know in the comments, because I'm not great at coming up with things to talk about because nothing happens to me. I'm always home. I don't go anywhere. I don't go out to work. So there's not really a lot changing day to day. So if there's something you want to talk about, one thing I was thinking about, although I know Dee does a Zoom meeting, I had considered at one point maybe doing a Zoom meeting just to have some connection, some support. But like I said, I know Dish with Dee does it, so I don't know if that would just be overdoing it, trying to do another one, and she's already doing one. Anyway, I'm just rambling, as usual. So I'm going in the house, and I'll show you my groceries. All right, so for my little grocery haul, this is really rather small. I got some more ice. As many of you may know, the ice maker on my refrigerator is not working. And have I called them yet? No, of course I have not, so I had to get some more ice. I also needed some rice, just to rhyme with the ice, I guess. I also just used the last of my rice, so I needed some more of that. I got some 90% lean ground beef because it was on sale. It was not only on sale there, they had a digital coupon in their app, so I used that and saved even more. I got some more turkey kielbasa. I did forget to get pierogies to go with it that were also on sale because they weren't on my list. They were just in the app, so I forgot about those too. Some veggies. I got some frozen peas, some frozen corn, and some frozen peas and carrots. I use those especially if I'm doing fried rice. A bunch of bananas. As I said, I'm going to be doing the banana split upside down cake this week, so I needed a bunch of bananas. And the usual strawberries and blueberries for our yogurt, which they were out of at the store, but luckily I have a little bit left. I got some multigrain Cheerios. They were on sale for $1.97 a box. And usually I get the plain, because these are a little higher in bites and points, but not too bad. Got some more granola for Paul's oatmeal. He likes that on top of his oatmeal for a little crunch. I found this allulose, liquid allulose, kind of like a syrup, corn syrup or something. I do have some, but this was reduced to get rid of it, so I figured I might as well pick that up. I got some of these Drizzlicious birthday cake bites. If you haven't had these are really good, and you can have a few for just a few bites or points. They're really not too bad for a nice little sweet treat. And I haven't tried the birthday cake bites yet, so I figured I'd get those. And last but not least, my usual Sara Lee Delightful 45 bread to make sandwiches, French toast, etc. So that's my little haul. All right, so that's a little haul, a little chit chat in the truck. Really, I didn't have much to talk about. Again, if you have any ideas of something you want me to talk about, let me know down below, because I can tell my hand's shaking. I really should get off here. So, all right, so I am back in the truck because there were a few things I totally spaced on picking up. And so I'm running out to the store, although it was a struggle for me to get out the door because I just did not want to do anything today. I really should be recording my Friday video today, but I'm in a funk. And sometimes when I'm in a funk, I just can't push myself out of it. So I figure I'll give myself today. I know I have to do it tomorrow so that I can make sure I edit it and everything in time for Friday. But sometimes I just really have to push myself to do these things. I get into these funks, these moods where I just don't want to do anything. And that's the danger in going to the store, is because I'm in a funk. I kind of want to have something, but I'm going to force myself not to. I think I see a lot of sun reflection on my screen, so hopefully I'm not being blotted out by the sun. Wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, going to the store feeling like this is not always a recipe for doing things correctly, but I am going to make the decision to not do anything that I really know I should not be doing. But it is so hard when you're in these moods. And I don't think it's depression. I am on an antidepressant. I have been for years. And that is another thing I should mention, is that I made sure, because one of my biggest problems before with antidepressants was I would go on them and gain weight. Whether it was bloat or whatever, it was still weight, and I did not want that. So I told my doctor this time that if you're putting me on an antidepressant, it better be one that does not have weight gain as a side effect, or I will just stop taking it. So if any of you are on antidepressants and you are affected by that side effect of weight gain and you're finding it difficult, the one that I am taking, bupropion, also called Wellbutrin, I guess it was originally to stop smoking, but now they're using it as an antidepressant. That one did not cause any weight gain. I was on it throughout my entire weight loss. So just in case any of you are looking for an antidepressant that does not have that side effect, that's the one you should ask your doctor about. But anyway, I'm going to a different store this time. I went to Shaw's last time. I'm going to Price Chopper this time, although for a store called Price Chopper, their prices honestly tend to be a little higher than the other stores in the area, especially on their meats. But they do sometimes have a good bargain. I think they have eggs on sale for $2 for a dozen, which is good these days. So I'm going to get that. I need to get some English muffins because every once in a while, I've mentioned before, we will have English muffins with a little peanut butter on it. And sometimes I'll make breakfast sandwiches, as some of you, if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you saw that I had a recent breakfast sandwich that was really good. 6 bites or Old Blue Points for it. But just a few things that I totally spaced on, did not have on my list for some reason. Oh, and the other thing I did want to mention, I use Bing sometimes to search, and if you go to their website, they often have like news articles and things like that. And if you sign up or have an account with Microsoft, which is part of Bing, you get points for searches. Well, I just found out the other day that I could use those points for Amazon gift cards. And I had enough points on that thing to get $35 in Amazon gift cards. So I used it to buy some of the expensive things that are out there, my sweeteners. I got a 2.5 pound bag of the brown sugar replacement, So Nourished, which is the one I really prefer. And I got 2 bags of the all-purpose in the raw, my granulated sweetener that I prefer. So I got all of that and only had to spend $2 of my own money for it. Well, $2.37 or something. But I thought that was pretty cool. So I am going to be searching a lot more on Bing now that I know I can get some Amazon gift cards. Because I can never go wrong with those. I can always use them to buy my sweeteners if nothing else. And that will save me one expense that I really wish was not as drastic of an expense as it is. I'm telling you, they really get you with all this diet food and eating healthy stuff. So they mark everything up because they know people are going to want to eat healthy, but it's so much cheaper to eat like crap. Anyway, I am at the store. I'm just about to pull into the parking spot, so I'll be back again in a moment. All right, so I'm finished shopping for the second time, and I did not buy a treat. Well, I did and I didn't. I found a new cereal that I'll show you shortly that's not really a treat. Like I was talking about, I wanted a candy bar or some sort of pastry. And this, while it's not a typical cereal that I would get, it's definitely a sugar cereal. I do like to portion them out into little baggies to have little snacks ready when I need them. So that is what I will be doing with it. And I also was wondering, there is like a shortage of Fiber One cereal for some reason. Every store I've looked at recently, they don't have any. The spot is blank. I'm hoping that's not an indication that it's about to be discontinued or anything. I do like all brand, but the bites and points on Fiber One cereal are much better. So, fingers crossed that it comes back into circulation soon. But if any of you are also having trouble finding it, I won't feel as bad because it could just be our region. Sometimes regionally things get out of stock or what have you, I guess. But anyway, shopping is done. I did miss 2 things, the Fiber One cereal. And then we got a Soda Stream kind of thing. It's not Soda Stream, but it's to make your own carbonated beverages. And so Paul had bought a lemon lime flavor of bubbly that you can add flavoring to it. And I know that the other store that I went to, Shaw's, has them. Price Chopper did not. So that was the other thing that was on my list. That is still on my list. But that's kind of like when I get there, I can try to find them and look through the flavors that they have. Anyway, I do have to say, I don't know if it's getting out of the house, if it's talking about it, but I do feel a little less funky than I did previously. So, I don't know, maybe getting out in the sun, although the air quality, as I've said, is supposed to be bad in this area. Luckily, I don't have asthma. Paul does, so he has to be careful of those things. But maybe just being out in the sun, I mean, it's been raining a lot here, as I know many other areas have been getting the same type of treatment. So maybe it's also that it's sunny, or that I push myself to go out, or that I didn't buy myself a treat. Either way, I'm feeling a little less funky, so I think I will be ready to record my banana split upside down cake tomorrow. Anyway, I am almost home, so let me end this here and I'll show you the second part of the grocery haul. I don't know how I'm going to edit this, if I'm going to do all the truck talk and then the grocery haul, or do the one truck talk and grocery haul and then the other. I don't know. I'll figure that out when I get there. but I'm almost home. I'll show you the other groceries in just a moment. Okay, so for my quick little grocery haul, first of all, there is the pan. I have it out ready to make that banana split upside down cake tomorrow. That is my incentive to do it. Well, that and you guys, so, but there's a reminder for me to do it. Anyway, this is the treat that I said I found was Kit Kat cereal. I love Kit Kats, and for 1/4 cup of this, it's only 2 Better Balanced Bites or Blue Points. You know that I'm going to edit that so that I can weigh it instead. I have a video showing that you can edit your food so that you can weigh them instead of using whatever measurement they decide that you can use. And usually weighing, you get a little bit more, and it's at least a little more accurate. I got some English muffins. I didn't get the light this time. I got these new buttermilk, and then I got these king-size sandwich size. These are going to be 5 Better Balanced Bites or Old Blue Points. These are going to be 4. The 100-calorie ones are only 3, so it's only a slight difference. And I can adjust other things to make that work, because every once in a while, you just need to make things work into your diet. I did get some more of the Dan and Light and Fit Greek yogurt that we have for our breakfast. I needed a couple of drink mixes that do not have caffeine in them so I can have them at night. So I got pink lemonade and strawberry watermelon. Watermelon is one of my absolute favorite flavors. And then I found this bag of mini pierogies. Usually I only find them in the box. So this is like twice as much for about $1 less. So I had to get those. That way I can just portion them out and then just reseal the bag. I needed some more Advil because I was almost out and there was a coupon for $2 off at the store on their app. And then finally 2 Granny Smith apples. That is what I'm going to snack on when I want a little snack. Or maybe some Kit Kats. But either way, I'll be snacking, but monitoring what I'm snacking on. All right, so there is part 2 of the grocery haul. I don't know how I edited this, if all the groceries were together and the track was together. I don't know. I haven't looked at the footage yet, so I don't know what I'm going to do. But I do know that if you wouldn't mind, I'd love for you to like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit that notification bell for the next time I upload any sort of video. And until next time, bye.